The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
So here's the first drive now for the Jags. And leading them out is their fifth-year quarterback.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him to win. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
That's a good start to the ball game. Maybe a little bit of a tone setter offensively. They come out throwing right away, and it's an early completion and a quick first down.
They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there. The numbers for Gibbs from last week,
pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
In motion left goes a tight end. Here's a 2nd and 7. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. Gibbs will try and pick it up. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And the Jaguars send out their punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, accentuate the positive. That's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
The numbers for him from a week ago, 6 catches, 93 yards.
And that put him over 1,000 yards for the season. And the benchmark for running backs, 1,000 yards. The same for receivers. When you have that kind of a year, you've had a monster one.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. 3rd and 12.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Oh, it's a wobbler here. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Now back to throw. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes.
Holding offense.
So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
And Thomas has it. And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of a first as he's tackled at the 47. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
The visitors' offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he's been a tough guy to contain this year, and his numbers reflect that, as you can see right here.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
You look at this Jaguar defense.
This crew against the pass, issues at times, ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
Defending the pass has not been one of their strong suits throughout the season, but they have any hopes of making waves in January, they've got to improve in this area.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Herbert off of play action. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Here's Herbert.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line.
So from just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 9.
Herbert now.
Open man right side, that's McConkey.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now it's 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 29-yard line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Play action. It's Herbert.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Here's Herbert.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. They'll wind up losing 10 there, a full 10 yards, so that one hurts. And it brings up 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A.
Previous play is under
Ladd
review.
McConkey.
His 17th touchdown now.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that makes the score 7-0. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off.
Oh, a deep. Now a hit and a loose football. And picked up by the Chargers. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Herbert. he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. As they've got it as we resume action. Eluding the pressure right. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
That's multiple times now he's tagged them with a big gain with his legs. Really showing off some nice awareness and the ability to correctly realize when he's got a chance to tuck it and go himself.
Back to throw. Herbert. This is caught. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Herbert. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Ladd McConkey with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chargers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that'll make the score 14-0. So that drive, 4 plays. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Jaguars offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And as you see on the graphic, he's right up there with the best in the league when it comes to throwing touchdowns. Currently 2nd in the NFL at this point of the season. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because, to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these 2 teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
3rd and 4.
Back to throw here. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Only able to gain a couple there. And that's going to make it 4th down. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
The visitors' offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And, Charles, no 2 ways around it. Anytime you get the current number 1 and number 2 seeds in the AFC playing each other this late in the season, it's a big game.
It is definitely a big game, and not just for seeding and placement and such, but for trying to establish yourself as a team to beat. You want everyone else in the league to look at you and say, boy, it's going to be tough to knock those guys off.
He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this first half. It's a 1st down.
An 8-yard pickup. 1st down, Los Angeles.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down L.A. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Now a first carry here for their running back. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. 7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. 4th down.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first-half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Jaguars offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he's done everything you could have asked for coming in. He's spread it around. He hasn't taken many chances. And he's potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A 1st down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the 1st down.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's got his man out of the slot, complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Back to throw. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down.
They need 12 here. It's 3rd down.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 28. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a 1st down. In motion goes the tight end. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. His pass caught at the 4.
Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's caught. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal.
And the tight end is certainly positioned built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Gibbs is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3.
Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And this time he is in.
Yes.
Jahmyr Gibbs.
Career touchdown number 136, tying it with Marshall Faulk for 7th on the all-time list.
And the Jaguars are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And it's 17-7. So that drive, 12 plays in length.
And Jahmyr Gibbs finished it all off with a touchdown grab.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals.
Holding offense.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we have
well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. The Chargers getting ready to go here to start this third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks.
To the right side and intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell.
And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Pass complete. Finds Thomas going across the middle. And the Jaguars are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Complete to number 7, Brian Thomas.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
He's second in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play.
Give him credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
This will be caught at about the 5. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal. Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10.
Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin the second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10.
At their own 26. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Back to throw here, Herbert.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw. And they hooked up there for a first down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. The 20. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. Here's Herbert. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great play there.
With his 17th rushing touchdown on the year.
And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the lead now up to 14. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
It's a gain of 8. Move those chains. That's good for a Jacksonville. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got Thomas yet again complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
6-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Complete to Washington. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
2nd and 7.
Out of bounds at the 23-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Back to throw again. Catch here, left side, Thomas. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Deion Henley. And the Chargers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
126 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. He finds his man, complete. It's Love. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. Shoves him away. And shutting him off. Now open field. 31 yards there and a first down.
good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts, because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game, and I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. One quarter remains here in Week 16. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the 4th quarter. And his kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over.
That 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the 4th quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Over the middle, it's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 2.
At their 48-yard line.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. 2nd and 2.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Incomplete.
He'll look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 42.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Chargers' 40-yard line.
They'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 30.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Off to Thomas on the left side. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. And he will find his man on the outside.
And the Jags are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Jaguars have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
Down the left sideline.
Touchdown, L.A. A great play there. His second TD of the game and 18th of the year.
And the Chargers extend their fourth quarter lead, and they are closing in now on a 14-win campaign. And here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away.
Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
That is caught.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as it'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock. They go play action here on 1st down.
He gets this out wide to Gibbs.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
16 more yards. That's another Jaguars first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Short throw caught by Pitts.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that will bring up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the Chargers.
He'll look to throw.
Now throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5.
Now back to throw.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
So here's a 3rd and 14.
Back to throw.
Throw out wide is incomplete. The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Deion Henley. And the Chargers are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Herbert to a knee, and that should just about write it into this one.
So this one's over. It's in the win column for the L.A. Chargers. And this not always an easy proposition, Charles. You had a West Coast team that traveled east, but they got the job done.
And there's so much that goes into it, because your body time and your body clock different from what you're used to west, because if you go east, you're going to lose up to 3 hours. Right? So is your body going to be awake when it's time to play? A lot of teams actually rehearse it. They practice it. Maybe the week of the game, they move everything up to